right, man. Talk the talk, man. Man, oh man, oh man. How y'all doing, man? I hope everybody's good. You know what I'm saying? The king is back. You know what it is, man. King is back. I feel like I'm a celebrity now. Somebody recognized me again. I was in the store. Somebody's like, yo, I had my shades on. And somebody was like, King of the North. I was like, yeah, what's up? Inside, I was like, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, yeah, what's good? How you doing? What's up? It was like, yo, bro, I love you, bro. I love your show, bro. It was like, you the hidden gem. I was like, yo, damn. Oh man. So you gotta be responsible for what you're talking about. You gotta be responsible. So look, man, today's episode. I'm gonna continue this series of court stuff, you know what I'm saying? Uh so Soldier Boy. Mm, Soldier Boy got found guilty. And let's just see how this plays out. Before I get into that, you know I got a little legend. You know I got to get a legendary. You like that, ladies? You know I got to get a legendary spill. This is Torture Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you're new here, let me wait for your subscriptions today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know where to find the ones at. Just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, link is in description. Cash App. No more PayPal. They call me the hidden gem. I went from 1,300 subscribers to 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,000. I hope to be 18,000 by next Friday. By next Friday, yes. And I am the Night King, the King of the North. I am. Even in the store. So look, man, let's get to this, man. Let's do it. This is going to be a goodie. We already know it. We already know it. All right, man. Let's get to it, man. This is going to be a goodie, man. So you already know where this comes from, this guy here. You know what I'm saying? So let's go.
Soldier Boy is done, bro. Bro might be homeless soon. This is the absolute worst news that anybody could ever get. And if you don't know what I'm talking about the court debacle that's been going on over the last couple months with Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy was seen visibly shooken and expressionless when a guilty verdict was read out loud today in court, accusing Soldier Boy of some very nasty accusations. This Soldier Boy case is about to turn this industry upside down, because what Soldier Boy did is horrible, is nasty, is disgusting, but it's not abnormal, right? I know 100.
Now, I don't know. All I seen was Soldier Boy is found guilty. I have no clue of what he's done. I heard some rumblings about something with a girl. I don't know exactly what he done. So we're going to react to this together because I don't know exactly what he did. I just know he was going to court for something, but I don't know what. And this guy is going to explain it. So we're going to get to it.
Rappers who have done similar things to what Soldier Boy is being accused of. On or about December 2018, Plaintiff began working for Soldier Boy. Plaintiff was to act as Soldier Boy's personal assistant. Her job responsibilities included, but were not limited to, cleaning the house, cooking and or bringing food and snacks, carrying personal belongings or luggage, styling Soldier Boy's hair, driving him around, handling traveling itineraries, vetting guests, and other requests that were made by Soldier Boy on a day-to-day basis. Hiring a personal assistant ain't illegal, but here's where a regular person...
Bro, why do you need that, Soldier Boy? Why? Why do you need that? You that irresponsible that you can't cook for yourself? Why do you need this? I don't understand some of these dudes. They get money and they get personal assistants to do the same thing you've been doing when you didn't have money. I don't understand this. Please let me get some money so I can do what I'm doing now and don't do anything. I don't have to have a personal assistant. Please. I want to win all the money so I don't have to have a personal assistant. This is crazy. All the stuff that you do on your phone. What do you do on your phone? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? You be like this? Like, what do you do? Nothing? You can't order your own food? God.
What the fuck is this nigga talking about?
Like, come on, bro.
Personal assistant for somebody in an esteemed profession and a rapper personal assistant differ. A rapper will use personal assistant or that job title to essentially move in hot chicks so they can crack them. Soulja Boy agreed to pay her $500 a week. This is
God.
minimum wage, but
Get the fuck out of here. Come on, man. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Bro. $500 a week, you broke cheap nigga. What? You agree to pay her to do all this, to cook for you every day? $500 a week? To cook and clean and make travel rent and drive you around? Yo, I swear to God, bro.
this is one of the highest payments I've seen from a personal assistant for a rapper. She would even admit that she got paid $200 a week from somebody else, and the other person ain't pay her nothing at all, just room and board. So $500 a week for regular people with regular jobs is minimum wage, but for a personal assistant who gets to live in a multi-million-dollar mansion, that is like premium pay. Now here's where the predator.
Not. No, that's not. You just dealing with a bunch of broke niggas. I know a girl who she just cleans. She knows the people. She go to the house, she cleans. She makes $300 a day. $300 a day. And she goes and cleans rich people homes. And I ain't talking about like cleaning. I ain't talking about like scrubbing. I'm talking dusting. Like, no way. There's no way you telling me that that's if that's the case, then they need to get out of that profession. That's crazy. Ain't no way in the world.
Storyline gets drawn between how these rappers interact with personal assistants and what a regular duty of a personal assistant should be. So these rappers, okay, would move in or move these chicks in, right? So the chicks would move into their home. So she moved into Soulja Boy's residence located in Malibu, California, and Bell Canyon, California. Now, this chick will claim that she was working 7 days a week, 20 hours a day. Most of the time, these things aren't even treated like real jobs. There's no W-2s, 1099s. This is cash under the table. And that's if they're lucky. A lot of these dudes will move these.
People got to understand too. I get what he's saying, but if you work for somebody, whether you have a W-2 or not, it's a real job. Simple as that. You don't have to have a W-2 for you to have a real job. It's a real job. Whether you're getting paid under the table or not, it's a job. It's a real job. You know what I'm saying? A fake job is you not working and saying you're working. This is a real job. There's no such thing as, if you're doing labor, physical labor, manual labor, any type of labor for someone, it's a real job. So cut it out with this, oh, that's a fake, they have fake jobs. Like, no.
Today. Most of the time, these things aren't even treated like real jobs. There's no W-2s, 1099s. This is cash under the table. And that's if they're lucky. A lot of these dudes will move these chicks in, have them cook for them, wash their drawers, roll their blunts, and essentially try to clap their cheeks, right? And clapping their cheeks is essentially like the consistent duties that they care about the most. They don't care about you washing their clothes or cooking for them, bro, right? Bro, they can get a girlfriend.
That's 100% facts. All you niggas want to do is clap these girls' cheeks, man. Y'all bring them in. Yeah, I need you to clean this table off for me. And then I want a hamburger with tomato, mayonnaise, ketchup, and then spread your ass cheeks. Okay. Clap them cheeks. You know what I'm saying? I told you I'll give you 200. If you let me clap them cheeks, I'm gonna give you 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
For that, bro. They want to just clap your cheeks. That's it. So this chick and Soulja Boy was no different, because as soon as she moved in and started working for Soulja Boy, almost immediately, Soulja Boy began to send her pictures of his junk, trying to seduce the chick. Now, shortly after plaintiff and employment.
Oh my God. Oh my my God, bro. Oh, I'm leaving that cough in there too. Don't tell me to take it out. I'm leaving it in there. Yo, this is crazy. Bro, you just ordered or just ordered. No, I mentioned some various things. That was a Freudian slip. Just ordered some things. Like, yo, you just had this girl start working for you, bro. And you sending her your meat pack. You try to send her your meat pack. You know what I'm saying? You packing the meat. Oh my God, bro, this is crazy work.
Relationship, a romantic relationship also developed. And this how they get you. This how they get you. She was saying, yo, the relationship was consensual. He didn't grape me, or at least initially he didn't grape me. This was consensual. But under law, ain't no such thing as consensual, man, when you hire this chick. See, what Soldier Boy probably ain't realize or understand, bruh. You treating this chick like just some type of regular chick who's just living in your crib. So why not? Why can't I clap her cheeks? I'm paying for her to live here. But she's your employee. You are employing her. You can't just start sending.
And that goes back to what I'm saying about a real job. You can't say this is not a real job. That's your employee. And you can't be clapping your employees' cheeks. You just can't. You can't clap your employees' cheeks. You can't. I don't know if that's a federal law or not, but can't be clapping your employees' cheeks, Soldier Boy.
Her unsolicited pictures to try to seduce her. And then once the seduction worked, you start sleeping with her. That's not how this works, bruh. And under law, she could leave at any point, file a lawsuit, bruh, and break your pockets for workplace harassment, workplace sexual SA, bruh, it could be anything. As soon as Soldier Boy began to clap her cheeks and sleep with her, he started to forget that she was an employee, right? He stopped paying her regularly, and apparently he began to violate her, right? Acting violently towards her. Now, according to her, the violent acts began on or around January 23rd, 2019, and included numerous instances of physical violence, kicking, throwing, and punching, SA, spitting on her body, and threats of physical violence and death.
Bro, that's crazy. You doing all that? Now, again, this is her saying this. We don't know for sure yet. We got to wait to see if there's something else. But, bro, you doing all that, Soldier Boy? You was physically violent to a woman, bro? Listen, let me explain something to y'all. I could never be physically violent to a woman. I don't care what she do. I don't care if I found her cheating on me. I don't care. I'm just leaving her alone. And I'll never talk to her again. That's just how I move. I would never be physically violent to a woman. Never. Unless she smacked my mom. If she smacked my mom, then I'm going to be in prison. I'm just going to put it to you like that. Outside of that, I'm not doing none of that. I'm not. I would never. I just don't understand men who put their hands on women. I don't. They're girls. They're women. They have emotional ups and downs. That's just what they do. You just got to walk away from them. I don't argue with girls. I don't argue with women. I don't do none of that. None of that, man. Nah. For what? They women. That's what women do. They want to get under your skin. They want to push your buttons. You got to be a straight up man. You got to be a man about it. Walk away. Don't say nothing to her. You know what I'm saying? Keep her in silence for a little bit. That's what really hurts them. Keep them in silence. All that back and forth arguing, nah. For what? I'm a grown ass man. I ain't arguing with you. If I say something, it is what it is. But yeah, man, this guy here is putting his hands on women, spitting on it. Nah, bro. Come on.
You would recall an incident that took place January 23rd, 2019. Apparently, her and Soldier Boy was in the vehicle. Soldier Boy asked her to drop him off at his mom's house. She assumed his mom lived in Georgia, so she asked him, wait, hold on, don't your mom live in Georgia? Apparently, Soldier Boy got so irate, he kicked her out of the vehicle, dragged her out, and she was stranded. Right? And when she was stranded after being physically pushed out the vehicle, she was forced to walk 5 miles from Beverly Hills to Hollywood Boulevard. When I say Soulja Boy began to treat her like his girlfriend when he began sleeping with her, this is what I meant. This is not news. This is not shocking. This is pretty normal for Soulja Boy. I'm not sure if you guys are old enough to where y'all knew when Soulja Boy was dating Nia Riley, when they were on television, they were on Love and Hip Hop. Yo, Nia Riley has a well-documented history of calling out Soulja Boy for violating her. She was even on Tasha K, telling numerous of stories of Soulja Boy violating.
Yeah, he was in his bathroom getting his hair cut. And where our bed was, you could look like straight into the bathroom, like right where you are. And then the door was downstairs and the front door, like right there as soon as you get to the bottom of the steps. So I was like, okay, I know this nigga's haircuts take like an hour, if not longer. So I was like, okay. So I'm trying to make sure he can't see me in certain mirrors, like from the bathroom. And I pack my bags, and I try to, like, you know, it's a crazy situation to try and get out of it. But I was like, okay, I'm cool, I'm good, I'm leaving, I can't do it. So I just sat there, I was watching. He hadn't moved, didn't get up for nothing for a minute. So I was like, okay. So I got my bag, and I walked down the stairs, and I was like halfway down the stairs, and I felt him press it against the back of my head. And I just sat down. I sat on the steps, for about probably a couple hours. I just stayed there. And he was sitting behind me, and I didn't say.
With the gun?
Mm-hmm.
Get the fuck, yo, you put a gun to a girl head, bro? Listen, we going off what she said. We don't know if this is true. At least I ain't seen no footage of this, but we just gonna go off what she's saying. You put a gun to a female's head, bro, because she wanted to leave? Listen, if you ever get to the point where your girlfriend is packing her bags and leave, you just gotta let her go, bro. There's no way in the world you can't keep somebody here that don't want to be with you no more. If you got to that point in your relationship, and we all know when we get to that point, you can't convince somebody to stay somewhere that they don't want to be. Why would you want somebody to be with you who don't want to be with you anyway? Would never understand that logic. You ain't going nowhere. You gonna be with me forever. Why? They don't want to be with you. So you want to be with somebody who don't want to be with you? That doesn't make sense, man. It's crazy.
I don't know. I don't remember people. I feel like he had just finished his haircut right at the moment I wanted to leave, of course. But yeah, he sat there. And he had friends there that was sitting there, and I would just watch him, and nobody ever said anything. And
Teddy Riley even called out Soulja Boy and said he needs to apologize for the years of violating his daughter Nia. So this is not something that's new. These are age-old accusations that Soulja Boy has always been linked to. So when I hear the personal assistant who essentially turned into his girlfriend because she was living with him, cooking for him, and getting her cheeks clapped by him. So yeah, you know, it's no surprise or it's no shocker from my perspective that he began to do similar things to her that he did to Nia Riley. On or around February of 2019, they weren't on good terms. He wanted the cheeks. She wasn't trying to give him the cheeks because she wasn't feeling him at the time, so he took it, right? He took it without her permission or without her consent, and then paid her $1,000 to apologize. Now, on or around May of 2019, apparently she tried to leave, right? She tried to quit. She was tired of it. But when she tried to leave, apparently Soulja Boy grabbed her phone and spit on her when she tried to quit. Now, at the time, she tolerated this because she claims that she was in love with Soulja Boy. But this is a trend. This is the same thing that we just heard Nia Riley's told Tasha K 5 years ago.
And that's another thing that a lot of these women use against men. Because a woman's feelings are like a roller coaster. One minute they're in love with you, next minute they not. But they'll definitely say that they was in love with you because that's how they feel. And if she felt like she was in love with Soulja Boy, who's to say she wasn't? Because women are emotional. So if she said, I was in love with him, then the next day, I never loved him or wasn't in love with him at that moment. Men are different. And I'm thinking that if you snatching her phone and spitting on her, come on, bro. You out of pocket for that. That's way out of pocket. That's like, that was my sister. You just listen, bro. Oh man.
She said, yo, I tried to leave. I was sick and tired of being violated, being mistreated, so I tried to leave. And when I tried to leave, he put a gun to the back of my head. So again, how I would, like decide on who's guilty or who's not, or how I decide whether or not somebody is credible, I look at the trends, bro. If you got a trend of doing these things, bro, I'm gonna take the person's word who's claiming you did it to them after you done did it to multiple other people. She documented how Soulja Boy threatened to unalive her on multiple occasions. He would brutalize her pretty badly, and how on one occasion he hit her so hard in the back of her head that she felt unconscious and had to wake up in a locked bedroom. This is not just regular rage. This is like uncontrollable psychotic rage. This is insane.
That's out of control. You punch her in the back of her head so hard that you knock her out, and then she wake up to a locked room? What the what? Yo, what do y'all rappers be doing, man? I need to ask this question. How do you dudes get this type of money and y'all be, bro, if I had this type of money that a lot of these dudes have, first of all, I'm finding a wife. I'm finding a wife. I ain't finding no girlfriend, and I'm gonna look for a wife, and we gonna be together. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about just today and then tomorrow she's my wife. And I'm talking about over time. I'm gonna meet somebody that I'm vet a couple of girls, and I'm gonna meet somebody that I know. I ain't gonna tell them I'm rich. I ain't gonna say none of that. I'm just saying I'm meeting, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? But for this guy to be so abusive, punching her in the head, I could never do nothing like that. That's crazy. This is insane, bro.
But this isn't even the worst part or the sickest part. The sickest part about all of this, or the sickest accusation from my perspective in this lawsuit, is when she would say that she left, right? That one day things got so bad, she officially left. Now, when she left, she tried to come back to grab her belongings because she didn't have time to grab anything. She just escaped and left. And when she got back and tried to get her belongings, she would claim that Soulja Boy forced himself on her. If we go to paragraph 20, on numerous occasions and sometimes twice in the same day, Soulja Boy would inappropriately touch her, forcibly pull her pants off, and grape her, according to her. All right. Now, if we scroll down and go to paragraph 22, on or around September or October of 2020, plaintiff attempted to retrieve her belongings after leaving. And when she tried to, apparently Soulja Boy refused to give her her belongings, and he used the opportunity to grape the plaintiff again. This chick came to court with receipts, with photos, with text messages. She came to court with, it's as if she was documenting this as it was happening, knowing she was about to sue. Because she had receipts for every accusation she made against Soulja Boy in 4K. So Soulja Boy had to testify. He had to take the stand because, bruh, like this chick got nothing but proof. So Soulja Boy had to take the stand to do some damage control. Now, his lawyers will question him about conduct. He would say that every time they were intimate, he would ask her if she wanted to be intimate, and it was all fully consensual. Now,
Let me explain something to y'all. I'm gonna say this I'll get to what he just said in a second. But ladies, if you ever in a situation like this and you get out, do not go back to retrieve your belongings. Just let them have the belongings. Or if you do go back with some police or somebody. Go back with your cousins or somebody. Do not go back. Don't go back with your cousins. Go back with the police. Do not go back to retrieve your stuff. Don't. And Soulja Boy, you are a liar because who asks a woman about consensual sex? Now, I'm not saying that you don't supposed to. I'm saying usually it's a natural thing and y'all end up having relations, having sex. But nobody says, yeah, can I fuck you? Like, nobody does that. Like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nobody does that. You forced yourself on that woman, bro. That's craziness, man.
the things I did pay attention to, right? Was the above, man, was when Soulja Boy was questioned about being rich and all the money he has, because his finances is a big deal, all right? His finances is a big deal in this situation. Soulja Boy was forced to admit to all the things he capped about, like making $15 to $20 million from Crank That. He said it was cap. All right. And they asked him how much has he made this year from streaming. All right. Well, not the music, but from streaming his video games and TikTok and stuff like that. So when asked about his money from online streaming, Soulja Boy said probably like 18,000 so far this year. You've only made 18,000 this year? Yeah, because it takes a while for the money to like produce from the streams. Oh no, so it looks like this is from music. $18,000 this year off his music, which to me honestly makes sense, all right? So Soulja Boy says his bank account fluctuates and that trial is taking a lot of his money. And he will say he makes $300 to $400 per live stream on TikTok. Now, Sembrino also asked Soulja Boy about him saying he'd been offered $140 million for a video game system. Now, mind you, this was part of the cap that Soulja Boy was capping about in like 2016, 2018. All right. So Soulja Boy said it didn't go through. But Soulja Boy told us he already got the $100 million. All right. So Soulja Boy laughed when Sabrino asked him if he's worth $100 million. All right. So Soulja Boy admits to all the cap in court. All right. But ultimately, bruh, the messages to prove he got found guilty, it was an easy call. Now, afterwards, Soulja Boy came out and decided to speak to the public. Now, mind you, usually when somebody gets found guilty, all right, or when a verdict comes, they walk out of court with their lawyers. Their lawyers have a press conference and they talk. No, bro, Soulja Boy walked out of court by himself, left his lawyers, and gave Megan Cuniff a statement. And here's what Soulja Boy had to say about the guilty verdict.
About the verdict.
Today, I stand before you deeply disappointed in the verdict delivered in my case. I firmly believe that the decision made in court was not based on facts or substantial evidence, but rather on factors that were outside of my control. The truth was overshadowed by the involvement of individuals such as the jury who were not present during the events in question. And I feel that the system allowed external influences to shape the outcome. Furthermore, the use of Jane Doe as the identity of the accusers raises serious concerns about fairness. Keeping these individuals anonymous while I'm forced to face public scrutiny creates an unequal playing field. I believe this entire process has been tainted by a system that is not designed to protect the rights of the accused. I want to make it clear that I'm innocent.
Boy, I hate rappers, man. Yo, I hate rappers.
Yo, bro, come on. Come on, big soldier. You know you did it. You know you did it, big soldier. Come on, big soldier. This is crazy. Yo, this is crazy. I never seen nothing like this, bro. This is crazy. I ain't never seen nothing like this. Big soldier. You out here really doing these things, bro. And then you sitting here pretending as if you did nothing. Yo, I'm telling you, man, he right. Rappers are so narcissistic to the point where they don't, like, man, come on, soldier. Come on, bro.
Bruh, even he don't believe he's innocent, bruh. You can just see him. Bro, you don't believe that, bruh. Man, cut it out, man. Bro, cut it out, bruh. Man, cut it out, bruh. Bruh, listen, this is where being hard on the 304 gets you, man. Of course you did it. Bruh, you just lost another lawsuit of this other chick who just won like $400,000 in damages. And these aren't being rewarded because he's not showing up. No, he's actually showing up. And you know, they're hearing evidence for him and the other chicks, and they're giving guilty verdicts for each one. All right? So he already lost one. This is the second one he lost. Now, he about to lose another one because another court case is starting next month.
This case was never about justice. It was about money and personal gain. And I would not let that stand. I am committed to filing an appeal and fighting for the truth to be revealed. I will continue to stand by my decision and believe that I did not commit the crimes I'm accused of. Thank you to everyone who has supported me during this time.
Hey, white lady in the back. Yo. Yo, that's crazy. He probably know who he is, too.
I promise that I will fight until the end to clear my name and expose the truth. Thank you.
I'm so sorry. Would you mind repeating the first three sentences? I apologize.
Today, I stand before you.
Nah, man, this is not. Nah, this is
It's not
nah.
real.
This is a skit, homie.
Oh
Nah.
my God, bro. This can't be real. This cannot be real life. I swear to y'all. I always say to myself, how come I can't be the one with all the money? I would not be doing none of this, man. Oh my God, bro. This is wild. I don't understand it, man.
Nah, this a skip, man. Y'all gotta cut it out, bro. What? You repeat it? Oh, nah, man. Yo, Soldier Boy, cut it out, bro. Pay that girl her money, man, and cut it out, bro. Cut the buffoonery, bro. Cut it out, man. Listen, yo, Soldier Boy don't got $4 million to give. He don't got $4 million. After the first lawsuit, I don't think he had 400,000 to give, and she's having troubles collecting her money. I think this right here, essentially, bro, is gonna destroy and ruin Soldier Boy's life. When you have judgments like this out there, bro, obviously he don't have the money to pay. So you know what they're coming for now? The royalties, his percentages from Crank That. They're coming for them cars. They're coming for the streaming money. They're coming for everything, which is why they're asking him to itemize his assets in court. So again, and I don't think Soldier Boy, will have like a WAC 100 in his corner. Like when the game lost his lawsuit, WAC 100 was able to make things shake to where, the game is protected. WAC got a lot of the assets in his name. But with Soldier Boy, I don't think he got some type of high power people, bro. Even his lawyers weren't high power, bro. So, they about to cook Soldier Boy, man, right? The jewelry being taken, the cars being taken. Bro might be homeless after this is done, man.
Yeah, I agree. Oh man, I tell you, man, that was a good one, man. That was hilarious too. I cannot believe this. I can't believe that a lot of y'all. I can't believe a lot of y'all men be out here really doing this to women, man. I just can't believe it. It's to me, it's disgusting behavior. It's so disgusting to see that y'all be out here really putting your hands on women, man. I just don't see how y'all be doing this, man. I don't. And y'all dudes with money too, bro. Like, I just don't get it, man. I don't. But thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all, man. Tell me what y'all think about this whole Soldier Boy case, man. You know what I'm saying? He's a violent individual, man. I didn't know that. And I'm glad I watched this video. So I'll know now. I'm out of here. See y'all. Peace. Bye.